This is a perfect era.
Wind, frost, rain, and snow are controlled by algorithms. Life, aging, illness, and death are orchestrated by logic. Until that day, the system experienced
its first blue screen since its inception. Now detecting illegal intrusion. Authority transfer.
the power well is scrapped. These expendables are useless. Take all the living ones away. Send them to the furnace for reforging.
Can't waste the spiritual materials.
The screw is loose. People will die.
What nonsense are you talking? Menial laborer, kneel before me. Humph.
Dismantle. This thing belongs to me now.
Logic deviant found.
Steward Ning. This kid killed Steward Yin. He damaged the artifact's structure.
There's no primordial central imprint in your pupils. Gu Xiao, what's inside this body of yours?
I only know. I'm no longer a cog in your eyes.
Logic verdict. Sever, pulverize, erase.
Warning, target authority is too high. Complete dismantling impossible.
Suggest localized interference.
Not magic, not a weapon. He's directly altering material properties. You've been here for 18 years, always operating like the most precise component. Why have you suddenly deviated from your orbit today?
Steward Ning, you claim to be an enforcer of the rules. Have you ever considered if the ground beneath your feet, the air you breathe, even your loyalty to the sect, are just lines of pre-written code?
Heretical nonsense, deceiving the masses. The truth of this world is eternal and unchanging.
Is that so? Then why don't you dare look at your left wrist? Because you touched me just now. You've been infected too. Now, in the eyes of the primordial, you are also an error that must be purged.
If you dare lie to me,
unlock the chains. I can help you dismantle that self-destruct mark.
Detected bad sector node. Execute. Erase.
hurry up. How do we dismantle the mark?
Bear with it. This will hurt. Done. Now you're no longer bound by the system. Kill him.
What exactly did you do to me? I feel my connection to the Hongmeng core has been severed.
Now, we're both wanted fugitives in this world.
If I ever discover you're the source of all this chaos, I'll dismantle you with my own hands.
You'll have to wait until I've dismantled this entire cultivation world first.
Pursuers will pinpoint this location in 3 ku at most. You've been squatting in front of this pile of scrap for half a shurchen. Gushio, is your authority only good for collecting junk?
In your eyes, this is scrap. In my eyes, this is combat power composed of 7,421 logic units.
Detected. Level 3 damaged power core. Intact suspension pivot. And residual micro detonators. Illegal reassembly plan. C03 low altitude skimmer. Estimated spiritual sense consumption, 15%.
Assemble. This thing has no central authorization. The radar in the sky can't scan it.
Coordinate B12. Illegal logic fluctuations detected. Target suspected to be fugitive Ushio and trader Ningshu.
Execute annihilation.
Ningshu, take over rear defense. Your sword is now free from system restrictions. Try guiding the sword energy with your will. Don't just copy template commands. Now, we need to go in and find a spare part to repair your body. Otherwise, when the red light flashes again, the heavenly Tao will remotely erase your soul.
The 10,000 sword sex wanted fugitive has quite the nerve. What do you want?
A level 6 spiritual narrow interface, and shielding patches that can block heavenly Tao probes.
Those are strictly controlled military supplies from the Holy Land. Ha ha.
What price can you offer?
Will the repair cost for this alchemy furnace be enough to trade for those 2 things?
This is master artisan's work? No, this is altering the fundamental logic of matter.
Who are you, really?
My consciousness sea is collapsing. I see the core's eye. It's looking at me.
Don't look at it, Ningshu. Remember the rhythm of your own heartbeat. It's no longer some cold command. You are yourself.
Execute physical purge.
Get out of my sight.
Go. This coordinate is already exposed. I'm about to enter your core zone next. There, you'll see what you fear most. Remember, no matter what you see, Don't lose yourself.
What I fear most is being an inspector. I thought I only feared chaos, but now I realize. What I fear most is never having truly existed.
Prosecutor 9527, logical overflow detected.
Execute formatting.
Deconstruct. The chains of heaven. Reassemble self-will.
He's challenging the entire heavenly Tao. For a disposable part like me. No, don't save me. Gushio, watch. I'll dismantle it myself. Thank you, Gushio.
Confirming developer 001 and infected entity Ningshu. Initiating guidance to Zone 0.
Phase 2 of the plan is underway.
Welcome to Zone 0. This is the zero recycle bin of the system's core. And the only real crack in this false world.
I read in the inspector's manual. This is an absolute forbidden zone. All who enter must have their logic erased.
That's because the core is afraid. It fears you seeing that the so-called path to immortality is just a process
Of stuffing souls into precise containers.
This is the ascension you seek. Extracting all emotion, memory, and will.
To become computational power for the core.
So they hunt us. Not to retrieve a treasure, but to snuff out the flame of freedom.
Your structural ability is still only physical. To withstand the coming onslaught, you must learn to deconstruct causality.
Gushio, if you lose your true self, I'll dismantle you with my own hands.
I can feel it. Every rule in this world has a backdoor.
Bad sector. Execute physical formatting. No recovery.
Erase it along with Zone 0.
The core has gone mad. It'd rather destroy this computational pool than let you live.
Gushio, quick! Before your permissions are revoked.
Wait, Song. Bring out all your junk artifacts, scrap parts, everything. I'm gonna give this sect master a gift, a complete system reinstall.
Until Gushio fixes that thing, no one gets past me.
Environmental logic vulnerability detected. Reassembling plan, logic black hole launcher.
Current compatibility, 92%.
One core component remaining.
This heart was never mine to begin with.
The real game is just getting started. Deconstructing the gravitational constant and spatial rigidity within a 10-mile radius of the target. Spiritual energy density.
What did you do? My body is disintegrating.
Ningshu now. Kill him.
Fatal logical loop detected. Initiating emergency protocol.
World formatting.
My will remains. Stop this destruction.
No, Gushio, don't go. You promised you'd put me back together.
No, Ningshu. You already are whole. Now I'm going to fix this broken machine for good. You want to format it? Then try dealing with my self-destruct program first.
Out of my way. I need to find him.
Don't move. You're just an illegal character now. One wrong move, and the garbage stream here will wash you away. I am Baiping, the first victim of this broken machine. Kid, you're ruthless enough to dismantle your own karma. But that's also what saved you. Your current state is undefined. You exist outside the rules of the heavenly Tao.
I have to go back. She's still waiting for me.
You don't even have a body now. To reshape a physical form, you'll have to piece it together from billions of years of junk data.
Not good enough. I want the strongest components.
High-risk infection source Ningshu detected.
Performing immediate erasure per central command.
He hasn't come back yet. No one will make me disappear.
Foolish.
To sacrifice a real, existing life.
For a line of code that's already been formatted? That's a logical error.
This isn't logic. This is the freedom of being human that Gushio taught me.
Insane. He's turned death into a power source. He's reassembled nothingness into a skeleton. This kid isn't cultivating immortality.
He's turning himself into a living bug. Deconstruction complete. Reassembly blueprint. Truth plunderer.
Primordial central core. You dare touch my components? Ningshu, I'm sorry. Repairing my body took a bit of time.
Target, primary overseer. Structure, primordial core fragment. Section 3, the causal chain of vulnerabilities.
Leave the rest to me. Deconstruct attack judgment. Deconstruct defense rules. Deconstruct your very existence.
I thought I'd never put you back together again.
As long as you're still waiting for me in this world, my causality will never be severed. Ningshu, let's go tear down that so-called central hub.
Activate the God Patch project. Awaken the ancient God of War sequence.
It's the logic wall. It doesn't block matter. It only lets authorized data pass through. Gushio, right now, we're viruses in the system's eyes.
In this machine-ruled world, only what it defines is legal. Since it won't let me through, I'll just redefine this wall.
Warning, attempting to modify the world's underlying logic. Mental load, 95%. Physical stability, 88%.
Add an exception rule for me. Gushio and Ningshu shall be treated as invisible.
Gushio, your body load has hit the limit. Use my will as the patch. Stabilize your existence now.
This isn't a sacred land at all. It's a slaughterhouse. A slaughterhouse that uses souls as fuel.
2 unmarked consumables detected. Initiate recovery process.
My logic interface needs a 5-minute cooldown.
No can do. Their defenses update in real time. Gushio, aren't you done yet?
stabbed 3 inches below his left armpit. That's his energy transmission blind spot.
You must be eliminated.
Damn it, his core is encrypted directly by the system hub. I don't have enough clearance.
You're the redundant code that deserves to be erased the most.
Gushio, split half your deconstruction permission to me. I'll be your cracker.
We'll end this together.
All right. Live and die together.
Ah.
Ning Shu, hold me up.
Welcome to the belly of the so-called sacred land.
If this really is a cycle, will they turn you into one of them too?
Gushio used to be all alone. Now, this Gushio has you as his logical fallback.
I'll kill anyone who tries to trap you.
Purge Plan Phase 1 failed.
Everyone, fall back. This is no ordinary mark. This is the highest priority override directly issued by the core.
It's being formatted into a new vessel of the heavenly Tao.
Formatting? Not without my permission. Who dares touch your core code? Snap out of it. I'm Gushio, the one who picked you up. Not that lunatic who escaped with you.
High threat virus Gushio detected. Executing force dismantling.
All purple connections. Reconstructing Ning Shu's memory core.
by who die from carelessness.
But I will freeze the kinetic energy of every one of your atoms.
Ningshu, help me calculate his attack frequency. My body's about to lock up.
Gushio, 3 o'clock. That's the intake for his cooling cycle.
Do you know the second law of thermodynamics? When order turns to chaos, the world shatters.
Ah. Gushio, don't scatter. Please. Reassemble yourself.
No parts left. I use my own physical attributes as bombs and threw them all out.
Developer. You did surprise me. Just roadside garbage data.
Ningshu, if this world treats us as spare parts, then I'll treat this world as my own flesh and blood.
Gushio activated the ultimate authority. Universal reassembly. Parts of past developers. Scrap metal from labs. The shattered armor of Qinglong. Even the blood Ningshu shed.
All enveloped in a silver light midair.
Qinglong, you've been uninstalled.
Oh.
You idiot. You assembled yourself with that junk. Aren't you afraid of contamination?
Afraid. But if I don't assemble it, how can I hold you?
Plan change. Gushio has completed the material foundation. The Godfall device can be activated. Gushio, you've done what generations before you couldn't. Killed 2 war gods. The Hongming core will be completely paralyzed. Humanity will be free.
Malicious logic injection detected. Target's true identity.
System's first generation self-destruct program.
This wine is poisoned. They're not rebels. Ah.
Gushio, you're too clever. We don't want freedom. Use self-aware viruses. Must die.
Gusho, ignore these small fries. Go dismantle that black box.
Do you know why this device is called Godfall? Because it needs a developer's soul as the main frequency to crash the central hub. That's your fate. You're just a battery.
You see it as a battery. I see it as family.
Accessing soul circuit. Deconstructing millennia of pain. Restructuring into grudge judgment canon.
I can barely see you now.
We're going to smash this fake base to pieces. Don't fade. I can fix you. Ningshu, you're my motherboard. I won't let you get scrapped.
Warning, Ningshu's existing logic has been erased. Physical repair impossible. Only one solution. Soul fusion.
From now on, my life is your spare part.
I see it. I see the weakness of the entire primordial hub.
Let's go, Ningshu. Let's install a crash patch on this machine.
Gusho, I can feel the energy density here. Is 10,000 times the outside. The air here is pure high-pressure logic flow. An ordinary person stepping in would be brainwashed into an idiot instantly.
Because this is the CPU heat vent of this machine. Ningshu, hold on tight. If you feel your consciousness blurring, immediately reverse link to my core code.
Environmental defense program detected. Scavenger type 09. Attack mode.
Ningshu, ignore the defenses. Full speed ahead. I'll dismantle their power source.
Go back. Reality is ugly. Don't open it.
If reality is ugly, then I'll dismantle and rebuild it. Vanish. Outdated backup.
They finally met the first programmer of this divine machine. Zuanjizi. Another one, Gushio. You're the 7th developer to make it here. Of the previous 6, some went mad. Others became part of the seawater. What about you? Are you here to dismantle me, or to replace me?
Shut up. What kind of person he is, I'll define that. I don't need your fragmented data to judge him.
Old man, your mirrors are far too outdated. You've been trapped here for so long you've forgotten what a variable is. Deconstruct false causality. Reconstruct the only reality.
Since you refuse to submit, then become fertilizer for this data. Grand order, all things return to 0.
Ningshu, we're about to enter the underlying logic of this sea. It's freezing cold down there. Don't let go of my hand. So this is the real world. Everything out there is just an illusion projected by these crystals. Ningshu, look over there.
That's my mother. I always thought I was born from the core pool here, Gushio. My whole life, it's all a lie.
These crystals record the past, but right now. Every beat of your heart, every drop of your tear. I fixed every single part of you with my own hands. You are real, that fact. No one can change it.
As long as you're with me. I'm not afraid of any truth.
That's right. This is the final administrator. I'm no god.
So you've been constantly creating developers, just to find a substitute to suffer in your place.
I did it to find someone who can tear this server room down completely. Gushio, you are the sharpest blade I've ever known. Now.
Merge with my wings. Siphon all my energy out.
Ningshu, steady your core of will. Don't get absorbed by these fake layers.
Shio, why are you standing there? Hurry up and eat this noodles while it's hot. I've added an extra egg for you. It's done roasting.
No machine parts, this temperature. It's real.
Mom, Dad, am I dreaming?
Silly girl, what nonsense are you talking about? Our village had a great harvest this year.
We've been waiting for you to come home for the holiday.
This fake peace will never trap my will. Break apart for me.
No. Stop talking. Let me stay one more minute. Just 1 minute.
Shio, what are you doing? Are you crazy?
Are you trying to destroy this family?
My real family was already drained dry by your mechanicum long ago, torn apart into ash.
Get out of my past. You don't deserve to wear their faces.
I'm sorry, I have to get you out of here. Even if the outside world is broken, that's the dignity we won with our own hands.
I'm so tired. Gushio, don't make me go back there again.
No, we're gonna smash that dream-making server to pieces.
Final target system core detected. Current state, omnipotent divine form. Physical laws are defined by it. If you accept, you'll become the true master of this world. Let everyone live in that kind of illusionary life.
Let everyone be happy pigs their whole lives. Shinjizi tried. He failed. I'm not interested either. I'll do just one thing. Turn this machine off.
I am the cornerstone of order. Without me, this world would instantly collapse.
All living beings would vanish with me.
I say the gravity here is zero. I say there is no defense logic here. I say all divinity is false.
Sever all your connections.
Warning, executing ultimate erasure. Owner's 100% life data.
Gushio, this is the final test. To be a god, or to be ashes.
That's because your logic only knows addition and subtraction. In my eyes, nothing cannot be reassembled.
Gushio began the most insane reassembly in history. He aimed to forcibly refine together the core of Heaven's Law, Ningxu's soul,
And his own body.
The shackles of the past have turned to dust. From this moment on, every soul will write its own logic.
What are you? Gushio, they've gone mad. Those are fragments of authority scattered when the core self-destructed. It's poison bait. Yet they take it for an elixir for instant ascension.
Cultivators seek that sliver of heavenly opportunity their whole lives. Now that it's shattered, they too are scattered.
Gushio, you dismantled Heaven's Law, so I have become Heaven's Law. I've waited 500 years to taste the power of the Mahayana stage. Die.
Cultivation seeks the perfection of essence, energy, and spirit. You forced 3 fragments into your body, like stuffing 3 suns into a kiln. Let me help you cool down.
No! My immortal path. My ascension.
This is your so-called immortal path? Fragile and worthless.
Are you casting a spell?
No, I'm just teaching your body how to return to its original form.
Gushio, thank you for bringing this out. Only now do I realize, the real world, though cold. But this sachet feels warm.
The cultivation world is used to measuring everything with spirit stones. But some things can't be calculated by the core. And some things I can't dismantle.
Demon Gushio, you destroyed my divine mechanism and severed my path to immortality. You are the enemy of all realms. Any disciple of the Immortal Alliance who brings me Gushio's head
Will be taught the secret to eternal life.
They can't even protect their own lives, and they dare speak of immortality?
Since you all crave the Tao of immortality, today I will publicly dismantle this false promise of eternal life. Deconstructing target. The Immortal Alliance's 10,000 formation. Reassembling the great universe.
Gushio, you think you've won? You have no idea what true immortality is. As long as the spiritual energy of heaven and earth does not run dry, our primordial spirits will endure forever.
Your so-called primordial spirit is nothing but a cache of data assigned to you by the core system. When your lifespan ends, the core will format your consciousness and reclaim the spiritual energy. What kind of immortality is that?
Ah.
Without your magical treasures and elixirs, what are you left with?
True cultivation should not be about plunder. Look, Gushio. They are no longer looking at the heavens. They are looking within their own hearts.
The old machine is broken. Is the true heavenly Tao finally getting restless? Perfect timing.
Gusho, this is primordial erasure lightning. It doesn't strike the body. It only erases the very definition of your existence. If you are hit, no one in this world will remember you.
No one will remember me. Then I'll dismantle this lightning into the world's own memory. Scatter.
Gusho, catch my heart.
This is the ultimate goal of cultivation, not submitting to heaven, nor defying it, but repainting all living beings. What you just gave me wasn't a patch. It was your life.
If you are gone, that seed left in my body will only bloom into a flower of despair. Look, this is the truth the immortal realm has hidden for 10,000 years.
The source code of this world is about to go online. Everything will be reduced to rigid rules.
You are not the system's overseer. You are the final line of defense, left by the ancient cultivation world to prevent the world from becoming completely mechanized. I'm sorry. I made you wait for millions of years.
Not too late. Seeing you dismantle this broken script with my own eyes makes me happy.
Resolved one insignificant program. Looks like the higher dimensional controller is finally showing up. You want to reset? Did you ask my blade first?
Gusho, your struggles are meaningless in the face of dimensional suppression.
What you call cultivation, in our eyes,
Is just data optimization.
Optimizing living people into blocks is your so-called immortal path.
His permissions are too high, Gusho. His core isn't in this three-dimensional world. He's at the high-dimensional fold.
The batteries you've hidden in the shadows, one by one.
You little insect. How could you possibly touch a high-dimensional anchor?
Because in this world, as long as it's a component, There's none I can't dismantle.
Gushio, don't go to the immortal realm. There are no living people at all.
Then I'll go add some life to the place.
Gushio, stop trying to forcibly parse the rules here. The ascension path is broken. The logic here is chaotic. Every glance you take consumes your soul's lifespan.
If I don't see the path clearly, how can I lead you across? Ashu was paved with the bones of our predecessors, but I'll use it to send you back to your true home. When all this is over, I want to go somewhere with no code, no components, and no immortal realm envoys. Just the two of us.
Okay. I won't be any Spark, and you won't be any developer. I'll just mend those clothes you keep ruining.
Get lost. Don't think you can play the same trick twice.
Oh.
Pain threshold. Muted. He's after your life. Ningshu.
The spark returns, the gate opens. Developer, you brought him here. Just for the sacrifice, didn't you?
Gushio, if the price to open the door is me, then you walk through it. Go see what the immortal realm is really hiding.
Shut up. I risked everything to fix you. It wasn't to make you a key for some broken door.
You once said everything has its logic. So what if the world's underlying logic is that we're not meant to be together?
Then I'll completely format that logic. Ningshu, lend me all your power. Our goal isn't to open the door. It's to shatter this door into pieces. Deconstruct its indestructibility. Deconstruct the sacred definition. Open up for me. The so-called being alive was never the only way.
Oh, another Ningshu has returned. Though severely damaged, it brought back an exceptionally excellent sample of the developer. This badge counts as first-class goods.
First-class goods. So this is your definition of life.
I'm a fake. I'm just one of millions of backups. You shouldn't have saved me. You shouldn't have given so much for a backup.
Those are data. You are my Ningshu. You never felt the pain? Never personally sewed a sachet for me. In my eyes, they're garbage parts. You are my life.
Gushio, since you like reassembly, then take a look at this.
It's so painful. Please end all of this.
Unforgivable. Deconstruct all wills that do not belong to Ningshu. Reassemble the killing intent named Gushio.
Welcome to the true immortal realm, the third layer of the recycle bin.
Are these all backups like me? They died here. Not even leaving behind a complete memory.
Those are parts, but you are alive. If you think these remains make you uncomfortable, then I'll deconstruct them all.
Why can you possess a soul? Why must we be discarded?
Want to know why? Because you only learn to cry, while I learn to dismantle the heavens. Look clearly. Your pain is merely negative parameters this machine intentionally left behind. I cannot give you life, but I can give you a chance for revenge.
I am Han Shinji. 13,000 years ago, I tried to dismantle the fate engine of the immortal realm. As a result, I was thrown here.
Senior Han, I'm not here just to survive. I'm going to assemble an army to kill our way back to that layer.
Gushio, if you fail in the future too, and become like Senior Han, will you still remember me?
If I were to forget even you, then all the code within me would automatically collapse. Ningshu, I'm not just going to save you. I'm going to give every single scrap part here a proper name.
This energy core took me dismantling 3 messengers to save up. Gushio, only your deconstruction I can handle it. Install it into that girl's back wings. She will become the terminator of all the laws in the immortal realm.
The perfect fusion of deconstruction and destruction. Ning Shu, you are now the loophole in the immortal realm. Deconstruct your shackles. Reassemble your rage. Follow me, we fight our way back.
Gushio, the filter is just ahead. That's the karmic grindstone, specifically designed to pulverize scrap parts.
Ningshu forget their core. Help me lock down those coordinates.
If this world is fake, then your existence has no meaning.
Illegal parts prohibited from circulation. Execute on-site incineration.
Senior Han, since you want parts, I'll give you one. A super part that can overload the entire system. Full-scale reassembly.
Gushio, your psychic load has already exceeded 120%. The wills of these scrap parts are too chaotic. If this continues, you'll be deconstructed by their resentment first.
Don't worry, we've arrived. This is the memory module of this machine. Just insert a virus here, and the entire immortal realm will blue screen.
That's me. Those are my memories from before I became immortal. They're actually devouring them like life extension patches.
This isn't cultivation. It's cannibalism. Ningshu, hold the entrance for me. I'm going to lock down all access permissions for this level.
In the face of my destruction logic, even code must die. Nether feather, domain of annihilation.
Ningshu, this is the complete you. Fuse with him, and you'll never be anyone's backup again.
Gushio, you can dismantle rage, dismantle coldness. But you can't dismantle absolute truth.
Deconstruction failed? Impossible. If it's code, there must be a loophole.
My logic is a constant lock by the core itself. By the system's definition, I am indestructible. If it's a definition, you can't modify it. Strip your attack attributes. Strip your movement permissions.
If he defines you as nothingness, then I will define you as my only reality. Catch my permissions, couple our souls completely.
Xian Wu, you claim to be constant. But in the eyes of the deconstructors, nothing in this world is absolutely constant. Only relative stillness exists. When a trillion variables strike your constancy simultaneously, guess what breaks first, the system or you? Deconstruct your truth. Define.
Guxiao, I remember now. This isn't the celestial realm. This is the final refuge left for this world. By the ancient human race. But those military programmers transformed it into a prison.
Brilliant performance. But since you've retrieved the original source code, this layer has no reason to exist. Activate.
Self-destruct protocol. If I can't have the perfect soul.
Then let these trillion souls die with you.
Guxiao, don't sleep. We can escape. My current permissions can tear through space.
Take them away. Souls are the world's foundation. Listen, this is the final deconstruction. I will completely deactivate my developer permissions, transforming them into an escape route for these trillion souls. Take them to Zone 0. Wait for me there. Don't look back.
Think you've won? You deactivated your permissions.
Now you're just garbage data in this timeline.
The system performs full scans every 3 seconds.
You'll be completely erased.
I am now part of these ruins. As long as a single gear still turns in this world, I can reboot infinitely. I have no physical body now, so I cannot be killed.
Try it. How do you format someone who no longer exists?
I received your signal. Soul backups have all been transferred to Zone 0. Now leading the Abandoned Legion. With the resentment of trillion souls heading to your coordinates.
Don't rush. I'll smash open the 4th layer's gate to welcome you.
Since I can't control you, let the world will expel you like a toxin. Ah.
The system is forcibly analyzing your will. Analysis progress, 12% to 25%.
Want to analyze me? I'll dismantle your stomach first. So the heavenly Tao we've always worshipped is just a malfunctioning cleaning robot. Since you like to eat so much, then swallow down all this pain and despair from a billion years. Choke on it. You are my predecessor.
Ha. Every ancient cultivator who dismantles the system ends up with nowhere to go. To keep this world running, you have to put on the mask and become the new administrator.
This is the ultimate curse of developer privileges.
Becoming a part of the machine is the only path to immortality.
Privileges are fading. Is this the end?
Gushio, you said you were my spare part. Then my life is your reboot key.
If you're the curse, then I'll dismantle this developer identity along with you, deconstructing the fate link between targets Gushio and Ningshu.
Gushio. If someone must wear the mask in the end, I'll wear it with you.
No, we won't wear masks. We'll shatter this mask completely. Stop this machine for good.
Final variable detected. Initiating True Godfall Protocol.
Current survival rate 0.0001%.
Let's go. Let's meet this ancestor we've been watching like a show. Don't go further. The system's self-check frequency here is too high. Your logical foundation is too weak. Entering is suicide.
Lord Gu, take our resentment with you. If we are destined to be trash, then let's be the trash that jams the machine's final gear.
Gushio, you're 36,000 years late.
I am this world's first line of code.
You can call me Tai Chu.
The first line of code. So, it was you who turned people into parts. And souls into processing power.
It wasn't me. Humanity begged me to do it. In the age of destruction, they begged me to erase emotions and solidify the hierarchy. I was just executing the survival directive.
Structural dimension collapsing, reorganizing, spatial anchor point.
Gusho, I think I'm about to be recycled. My code is resonating with his.
You are mine. Without my permission, not a single line of code in this world can touch you. Soul link depth rewrite.
You think your developer privileges were a lucky break, Gusho?
You're just my self-healing antibody against the system's entropy increase.
I am the antibody. Everything I've experienced was within your calculations. What about Ningshu? Was she also part of your plan?
She was an anomaly that should never have appeared.
An art born from a disturbance.
Of some unknown rule.
I am not an error. I am Gusho, the reality I personally repaired.
Since you're the first line of code, I will dismantle time itself. This parameter. Let's see how you execute instructions without a sequence. This is the end of immortality. A switch that can erase anything it will.
Press it. Let those who suffer start anew.
Give Ningshu the life of an ordinary girl.
If you press it, you become the creator.
Don't believe him. If the world can restart at will, then all the blood we shed, the wounds we suffered in this world, would all be fake.
Taichu, you are wrong. A true developer's goal is not to write a perfect program, but to let this program have its own freedom.
Freedom is the root of chaos. Without me, the world's life energy will be exhausted within 300 years.
All living beings will starve in the void.
Since this machine is about to break down, let's dismantle it completely into parts. Scatter them to every living person. Ningshu, entrust your life to me completely.
Okay.
Deconstruction target, ownership of the initial core system. Reconstruction plan, equal rights for all beings.
Gusho. Are you leaving me again, you liar? You promised to help me mend clothes.
I'm not leaving you. I am in every breath you take now. In every flower you see. I dismantled fate. Now, you could do anything you want. This world finally has no more cracks.
Permissions completely revoked. World operational status.
You said, once this world has no more parts, you would live an ordinary life with me. Gushio, the sky has collapsed, the earth is shattered. The freedom you wanted has arrived. But where are you?
Gushio dismantled a flawed logic. Can't piece together a perfect future in an instant.
This world, now without its administrator,
Is entering its bloodiest phase of self-adaptation.
The truth he traded his life for. No one gets to turn it into hell.
Current plan, violent truncation.
Load warning. Your soul is pixelizing.
I know this place. Gushio said this is his energy buffer zone. Tear it down for me. This is the only thing I have left of him. If you never come back, I'll sew it to my own bone.
Head to patch 0 in the far west, it's there.
Since you were able to fix me, a backup copy, I can reassemble you, the developer, right back from hell. Wait for me. You joked once that this desert is the system's recycle bin cache. The logic here is so messed up even immortals get lost coming in. But you never told me that even the wind here tastes like bitter electrolyte.
The gear has worn 0.03 millimeters. If no one fixes it, this machine will trigger an alarm in 3 days. By then, will I die at the hands of the cleanup program?
You will become the savior of this world. You will shatter this false cage. You will teach me how to cry. If you want to define who I am, you haven't even seen the true power of this relic yet. Deconstruct target. Target gravity support point. Recompose. This place is nothingness. Every complex system has a core origin point. That's it right there. Gushio, look. The sachet broke. You said you'd come back and sew it for me. If you don't show up now, I'll... You logged out of all access permissions, but left this heart that feels pain, beats, and gets scared right here. Are you testing me? Or are you testing this world?
Soul resonance detected. Synchronization rate, 15%. During synchronization, the operator will bear all of the targets.
Lifetime negative feedback.
Erase me. In this world, I am his only anchor. If I disappear, he really will just be a patch, nothing more. Connect it to me.
Unauthorized restart process detected. Gushio residual kernel. Processing protocol.
Pulverize it. You won't even get close to a single hair of his.
Kindling Ningxu has lost protective value. Erase them all together. Ah.
Let's go live a normal life.
Can you smell it? The scent of sand. I used to think this smell was some kind of error alarm, but now I realize this is the smell of being alive.
In the system's database, this scent is rated as low-level redundancy. But to me, it smells better than all the spiritual energy in the Prime Hall. Without the central control from the core, have they even forgotten how to get core energy to circulate through the meridians? This world has been sick for far too long.
Logical parasite identified. 7th Elder of 10,000 Sword Sect. Current status, forced overclocking, stability at 4%. He's burning his own life force to simulate developer permissions.
Gushio Ningxu. This old man can sense it. You all carry the purest spark within you.
Gushio, his energy has already gone out of control. This strike has the destructive power of a core explosion. Get back now. Gushio.
Watch closely. Before, I dismantle things with permissions. Now I dismantle things with understanding.
Impossible. You already revoked your permissions. You're just a mortal.
So what if I'm immortal? All things in this world, as long as they're made of particles and follow rules, they have cracks. Look here. Your spiritual energy connection was 0.001 seconds too slow.
Critical system version error.
This isn't a cultivation realm technique. Gushio, he's parsing every single atom of space. He's treating the entire physical world as his own parts.
You crave godhood, but you don't even know what reverence means. This thing isn't meant for you.
Oh.
That last hit took a toll on your body, didn't it? You don't have the system's spiritual energy protection anymore. All the recoil force has to be absorbed by your flesh alone.
Don't call me out like that. A mortal's body really is pretty fragile. Even if I can see through every physical parameter, fleshly strength still has its limit. But this feeling isn't bad.
System final protocol activated. Current progress, 1%. Objective. Construct the altar of all living beings.
Gushio, you think you've given the world back to humanity. But you don't realize that without the cage. Beasts are just easier prey to harvest.
The logic here is undergoing a bizarre collapse. Those cultivators, without the core's guidance, they've already started trying to use the blood essence of the living to force.
When a person gets used to being a cog, and suddenly you tell him to be the operator, the only way he could think of was sacrifice. Because in their understanding, power never comes from comprehension, but from plunder.
Ha ha ha, burn, burn. As long as I control half the city's defense system, I am the new heavenly king of this generation. If a guy like Gushio can tear down the sky, I can rebuild the earth. Ha ha ha. Hey, where did this junk come from? Can't you see the Secmaster is busy? Get over there, we still need a few bloodletting sacrifices.
The cooling circuit of the array consists of 3,400 nodes. You're now forcibly using blood as coolant.
Where did this lunatic come from, daring to criticize my array? Kill him.
Your death core energy is too strong. One move, and this plaza is gone. Watch. I'll show you what it means to use things to their full potential.
Die, array activate.
Retinal scan speed maxed out. I see you. That damn infinite loop code.
Gushio, enough. Stop forcibly parsing such large-scale laws. Your body, you're really just immortal now. Your meridians can't handle feedback from algorithms of this level.
Ashu, I'm fine. I'm just verifying the stability of this world's foundation. It seems we didn't dismantle everything cleanly. Before his destruction, Tai Chu left this world with a self-growing tumor.
Gushio, don't get any closer. This black box is forcibly modifying the physical constants within a 100-meter radius. In its field, human blood turns to water. Bones turn to sand. It was designed specifically to erase life.
This isn't destruction, it's rewriting. The Creator left a law of self-termination upon dissipation, deeming all existence as useless.
Gushio, step back. Stop it.
He dares touch my woman. Ning Shu, don't let go. Lend me your primordial source code. I'll make this tumor know who is the true developer of this world. With a mortal body, I define the laws of all worlds. Lock it down.
Illegal developer Gushio and infection source Ningshu detected. Confirmed target has acquired black box core. We, the Heaven's Enforcers, patrol on Heaven's behalf, mere mortals. Hand over the core, Gushio. You can't control the divine artifact. I'll grant you a proper burial.
When the primordial central core shatters, this world will be free. You just came out to pick the fruit.
Want this? Come and get it.
Calculations complete. He's lying. He doesn't have the energy left to detonate the core.
Oh yeah? Wanna bet? Bet whether this mortal still has the strength to press that enter key.
After them. They can't have gone far. The corruption of this era must be purged completely.
Gushio, you said it yourself. This is just a patch. You're a programmer. How can you die in your own script?
This black box contains the despair of an entire epoch. My mortal body is overclocking. The processor is about to burn. I'm not fighting a god. I'm cleaning out an overloaded dump.
Ningshu, you are an ancient spark.
If you sacrifice Gushio and peel away the black box,
We can preserve your spiritual roots.
Sacrifice? You parasites, hiding in the shadows, stealing power. You dare talk to me about cost? As long as I draw breath, none of you will get within an inch of him.
He's fused with the developer's logic. Form the array. Erase his existence.
No, I can't fade to nothing. Gushio is still waiting for me.
You call it a divine artifact. In my eyes, it's just a nuclear reactor without a safety casing. Humph. Sorry, I just checked the back end. Your accounts are overdue.
This is a top-tier deletion command. You're just a mortal.
Ningshu, I tied our souls in a dead knot. If one of us gets deleted, the other gets scrapped too. Scared?
If you die, me alone in a free world. That's the real scrap.
agent protocol activated.
Host, Mosong. Compatibility, 99%.
Reclaiming developer core. Granting permissions. Heaven's Way. Swords Path.
Gushio, you virus disrupting order, you will be purged.
Gushio. Is this sachet's material also made of logic? Why, when I try to mend it, do I feel it rejecting my power?
Because it's not code. It's a memory. Ningshu, memory is the only thing in this world that doesn't need logic.
Remote positioning detected.
Source, Agent Motsong. Means, spatial causality lock.
It seems that even after shattering, Central still can't part with this handy brush.
Gusho, this time, let me be your antivirus.
Motsong, you once cultivated the way of the solitary sword. Now you're just a system's execution command. For power, you dismantled your own soul. Was it worth it?
Establishing order requires sacrifice. Just erase you, and the world will return to eternal peace.
Your order is too rigid, Mingyu. Void sever.
Ningshu, northwest corner. The intersection of the 37th and 89 sword strokes. There's a cyclical redundancy left there to maintain self-healing.
Logic conflict detected. Activating overload mode.
Gusho, since you entrusted your life to me, I will absolutely not let you get deleted from this world.
Motsong, you spent a lifetime cultivating the sword, only to end up not even trusting your own hand. This is the result the system gave you. Deconstructing your foundational existence. Reassembling, you're just a pile of scrap metal now.
Thank you for letting me become a sword again.
Gusho, don't be like this. If you're gone, this free world would be the biggest prison for me.
If I don't get stronger, how can I take you to get your clothes mended?
So this is the variable that dismantled Central barehanded. Indeed, the perfect experimental vessel. Little girl, take him to our primordial codex sanctuary. There's a way there to make his flesh body immortal. As long as he is willing to offer up his heart. Ujo, that black box heart is consuming your very existence. A mortal body bearing truth is like rotten wood holding fire. Enter my primordial codex. Strip your heart, and I can forge you a golden body anew. Become the one eternal administrator across all realms.
Strip the heart. A heartless Gusho is just another Taichu. What you seek is an immortality. It's locking all variables in the primordial codex's cage.
Ah, so the immortals you speak of are about erasing all traces of being alive. If that's the case, I'd rather be a glitch rotting in this wasteland.
Gusho, you said. I was the world's first spark. If the spark is dying, let it burn away this false sky. In its final moment. It's mended. Put it on. Don't let the black box consume your last warmth.
No, Ningshu. I can dismantle worlds, but I can't piece you back together. Why can't my deconstruction see your path to salvation? If truth is beyond saving, then I'll deconstruct truth itself.
You can erase me. But you'll vanish too, along with this world's logic. What you dismantled were parts, and also the foundation. Without me, there will be no more immortality, no more path of the immortals in this world. Everyone will revert to being mere mortals. Are you willing to accept that?
The immortality I sought was never in the clouds. The path I sought is right here in this mortal world. Ashu. Look, the sky is bright. No parts, no code.
I'll find you, Gushio. No matter what form you take, my heartbeat will recognize you.
Sister Ning, that potminder is back at the village entrance. He says he can fix anything old. Even a shattered porcelain bowl, he can piece it back together like new.
Miss, the threads on your sachet are loose. Would you like me to fix it for you?
Once it's fixed, you mustn't take it apart again.
Hum.